Hi guys, this is going to be my manifestation reading for my Libras. Basically whatever wants to come through is going to come through for you guys. A majority of these cards are based on Abraham Hicks. If you don't know what that's about, I would say Google it or YouTube it. It's all in regards to law of attraction. So we're going to pull some cards in regards to that, and then a tarot card, and then I'm going to channel and see what wants to come through for you guys, okay? All right, so our source is one of love, not condemnation. Definitely pronouncing that wrong. Condemnation. Why am I pronouncing that wrong? 32. When you pay attention to the way you feel and deliberately choose more thoughts that feel good while you think them, you will begin to recognize the nature of your broader non-physical desires. The majority of negative emotions that you feel are not because the subject of your thought is wrong, but instead because you are condemning something that your source does not condemn. Your source is one of love, not one of condemnation. Why am I pronouncing that word? Okay. All right. Libra. One, our source is one of love, not condemn. Oh, this one wants to come out. I have the ability to direct my own thoughts. 30. Ow, bitch. Sorry. You have the option of observing things as they are or of imagining them as you want them to be. And whichever option you choose, your thoughts produce a vibration within you that equals your point of attraction, and then circumstances and events line up to match the vibrations that you have offered. I have the ability to direct my own thoughts. Oop, nope, just the one. I practice the science of deliberate creation. Giving thought to anything is creation. Giving deliberate thought to anything is deliberate creation. I practice the science of deliberate creation. One card, please. Ah, son of a bitch, I got two. Death and Queen of Wands. Okay. Okay, so transformation. Stepping into your power. I have the ability to direct my own thoughts. Wait, did I pull? Oh no, I knew there was more. I'm like, I didn't pull all the cards. Oh, this one has to come out. 58. I can earn money by doing what I love to do. As you practice your more positive, better feeling story, in time your pleasure will become the dominant vibration within you. And then, as you couple your pleasure with your means of earning, the two will blend perfectly and enhance each other. There is no better way to earn money than to do the things you love to do. Money can flow into your experience through endless avenues. It is not the choice of the craft that limits the money that flows, but only your attitude toward money. Okay. Ooh, I almost forgot. The books. The books, darling, the books. Askunashuskubin. You will never get there, so enjoy your journey. Once you consciously observe from your own creative perspective how each new achievement leads to another new desire, you will begin to personally understand your part in this expansive universe. And in time, you will come to remember that you never get it done because you never seize your awareness of the of the contrast out of which is always born a new idea or desire. The entire universe is established in that way, and as you begin to relax into the idea that you are an eternal being, that your desires will never cease to flow, and that any desire that is born has the power within it to attract, by law of attraction, all that is necessary for the expansion and fulfillment of itself. Then you may remember the immense well-being upon which this universe is established, and you may then relax into the eternal nature of your own being. It is then that you will begin to enjoy your journey. If your goal is to finally, once and for all, achieve all that you desire, you will find yourself unable to ever fulfill that goal, for that expanding nature of this universe defies that idea. You cannot ever get it done because you cannot ever cease to be, and neither can you ever halt your awareness. Yet, out of awareness will always be born another asking, and each asking always summons another answering. Your eternal nature is one of expansion, and in that expansion is the potential of unspeakable joy. How the body portrays the workings of the mind. The interaction of your conscious and subconscious mind requires a similar interaction between the corresponding system of nerves. The cerebrospinal system is the organ of the conscious mind, and the sympathetic system of the organ of the subconscious mind. And the cerebrospinal system is the channel through which you receive conscious perception by means of your 5 physical senses and exercise control over the movement of your body. The system has its nerves in the brain, and it is the channel of your volitional and conscious mental action. The sympathetic system, sometimes referred to as the involuntary nervous system, has its center in ganglionic mass at the back of the stomach, known as the solar plexus, and is sometimes spoken of as the abdominal brain. It is the channel of that mental action which unconsciously supports the vital functions of the body. The two systems may work separately or synchronously. Judge Thomas Troward says, the vagus nerve passes out of the cerebral region as a portion of the voluntary system, and through it we control the vocal organs. Then it passes onward to the throat, sending out branches to the heart and lungs, finally passing through the diaphragm. It loses the outer coating which distinguishes the nerves of the voluntary system and becomes identified with those of the sympathetic system, so forming a connecting link between the two and making the man physically a single entity. Similarly, different areas of the brain indicate their connection with the objective and subjective activities of the mind, respectively. And speaking in a general way, we may assign the frontal portion of the brain to the former and the posterior portion of the latter, while the intermediate portion partakes of the character of both. A rather simple way of looking at the mental and physical interaction is to realize that your conscious mind grasps an idea which induces a corresponding vibration in your voluntary system and nerves. This in turn causes a similar current to be generated in your involuntary system and nerves, thus handling the idea over to your subconscious mind, which is the creative medium. This is how your thoughts become things. Every thought entertained by your conscious mind and accepted as true is sent by your brain to your solar plexus, the brain of your subconscious mind, to be made into your flesh and to be brought forth into your world as a reality. Damn, that was a lot. Okay, so let's channel. I feel like you are what are you doing? It's like harvesting? I don't know if that's the word. Like I see you creating. I see you creating. And this is through Saturn. So I see you creating in the material world. As a karmic lesson. So people have bad ideas of karmic lessons or hearing the word karma, and that's not always what it is, and that's not what I'm feeling. I feel like you're creating like necessary things. Like you are creating something to do with cleaning, something to do with dreaming. It's like I feel like there's confidence here. I feel like there's enlightenment here. I'm feeling healing going on. So Saturn energy is manifesting in the material world. You know, when we're envisioning things, when we realize what it is we want in life, right? We're technically daydreaming because it doesn't exist yet. That's Neptune energy. It's Pisces energy. So I'm seeing you actually doing. So it's I feel like you're in the process of creating physically. And this is like stepping into your power. Like this is part of your, I feel like your gifts. Like I feel like stepping into your power was a transformation for you. It was a cleanup. It was like something that was necessary. It's helping you go with the flow of life. You're able to, I feel like, relax more, which is exactly what stepping into your power does. Because stepping into your power is facing your shadow head on, and not necessarily just like embracing it. It's more just like knowing what it is, accepting it. And that's the thing, that the shadow, I'm gonna open my eyes, is usually in the subconscious mind. So it's something that we know is there, but we don't know what it is exactly. And it's like, it's when your spirit guides are saying, you already know. And it's like, no, I don't. But then it's like, once you figure it out, they were like kind of sort of right. Because technically it's like, oh, I did kind of know, but like you didn't know. So I have the ability to direct my own thoughts. I feel like that's what you proved. You have the option of observing things as they are, or of imagining them as you want them to be. And whichever option you choose, your thoughts produce a vibration within you that equals your point of attraction and then circumstance. Yes, it's like you imagined a better version of yourself, but it's like that doesn't exist unless you put in work, right? That's what most people don't realize manifesting is work. They just think, where is it, right? And that's not how it works. So it's like, you did the shadow work, you did the change, you did like, so when you do shadow work on your own, it's really like diving into your subconscious. It's going into that 12th house placement. I dream, spiritual life, the Neptune energy, Pisces energy. diving within, kind of like doing that work that a therapist does, a psychiatrist does, and facing it head on, and then transcending it. Wait, transcending it? Changing it, whatever. And it brings you into this Queen of Wands energy, stepping into your power. It's magic within itself. So Queen of Wands is also looked at as like the witch of tarot, mysticism. Okay. I can earn money by doing what I love to do. As you practice your more positive, better feeling story. Right. So that's the thing. When you go in and you face your shadow, you then realize that it's like, it's not that you're telling yourself a false story, right? Or you could be. Everybody's different. But once you face the truth of what your shadow is, which is usually childhood experiences for the most part, and you understand what it is, it's like, you know, like for example, if you got, you know, beat up here and there, whatever, it's like, okay, that's obviously terrible, you know, as a child, you know, and it's like adults are going to feel like, you know, and most adults are going to want to deny it because it's going to make them feel like shit, right? If they were to own it, it would be owning the fact that they've let a child down, and that sucks. So it's like, what is the better feeling story? What is the true story that really happened? What is the story that you're telling yourself? Was your life really that bad? Are you telling yourself that in your subconscious mind? Again, this is something that you're not aware of, that you're doing, but it's coming out in the way that you treat people or when you get triggered. What is triggering you? You can find what your shadow is by when you overreact to things or maybe underreact to things. Because again, this could be something you're not aware of. So it's like, once you face the truth as to what really happened, it's like, okay, well, what's the true story to that? Like, how is it, was it as bad as I keep thinking it was? Because you're only going to feel that pain if you keep telling yourself that same story, and you may be doing it on a subconscious type of level. Do you feel like you constantly need to threaten people physically because that's where you show dominance? That's where you show your power, your strength, because you didn't have that strength growing up. There's a lot to it. And that's what I mean by what's the truth? Is that the truth? No, that wouldn't be the truth. That's not true strength. True strength is walking away. That's hard. In time, your pleasure will become the dominant vibration within you. Yep, it takes time. And then as you couple your pleasure with means of earning, the two will blend perfectly in hands. Yeah. When you do something that you actually love to do, you'll be rewarded for that. And it usually has to do with being of service to others. It's crazy how it works out like that, but it just does. I practice the science of deliberate creation. Yes. Focusing on high vibrational thoughts. Focusing on good things that have happened. Let's just say again, it's that childhood, right? Because you're discovering your shadow. It's like, what is that story that you keep telling yourself? And again, this is what makes the shadow hard, because you're doing something in the subconscious part of your mind that's playing out in everyday life or just when you're being triggered. And it's like, is that true? Do you have to be aggressive? Do you have to be passive aggressive? Giving thought to anything is creation. Giving deliberate thought to anything is deliberate creation. Right. It takes fucking work. Which is why most people don't want to do it. Our source is one of love, not condemnation. Why am I pronouncing? Oh, there's Saturn. Condemning. It's like, oh wait, hold on. When you pay attention to the way you feel and deliberately choose more thoughts that feel good while you think them, you will begin to recognize the nature of your broader non-physical desires. Yes, the majority of negative emotions that you feel are not because the subject of your thought is wrong, but instead because you are condemning something that your source does not condemn. Your source is one of love. So it's like remember I said I saw you physically creating in the material world? It's like you have to pay attention to the story that is actually the truth. And the truth would be, and again, I'm just using me as an example, physical violence is not necessary. It's really not. It's a false fucking story. I need to show people I'm tough. I don't need to do that. I really don't. But that is the karmic lesson. That is the lesson to focus on. The false story, the false narrative would be, I'm going to kick this person's fucking ass. Or I'm going to threaten this person so they understand to back the fuck off. You know what I mean? Like that is the story that I'm telling others because subconsciously that's what I feel works. Physical dominance. And it's like, no. No, not always. So it's like you're standing in your power. You've done something. You've done some type of change, some type of transformation. Something has died, something has been created, and therefore it's magic within itself because it's true manifestation and it's making you step into your power. I love it. Pluto, this is the Scorpio card, transformation. Wands, this is fire energy. People who have fire in their chart are literally made to create in this world. You could have fire in your natal chart. If not, it doesn't even matter. You're creating. Or you will create, if this is your energy, then, hold that energy how you see fit. All right, so that's what I got for you, Libra. I hope this resonated. I'm sending you love and light. Bye.